Tonight we had roasted turkey with gravy, asparagus, and potatoes. Starting off with a whole turkey breast, I'm just going to clean this with some vinegar and lemon juice. And then I'm going to prepare my brine by combining everything you see on the screen with some water. And then I'm going to just place that turkey breast in there overnight. Then for my produce, I have some potatoes, my asparagus, half of an onion, and some garlic. And I'm just going to give everything a good wash in the sink, and then I'm going to go ahead and dry everything, and then I'm going to wrap my potatoes in foil, and then I'm going to place them on a baking sheet and put them in an oven preheated to 400 degrees to cook for about an hour. Then I'm going to go ahead and just prepare my asparagus by cutting off the ends and thinly slicing some onion, and then I also diced up some onion later on for the gravy. And then I'm just going to smash and mince up my garlic. And then I took out my turkey breast, season it with the same seasonings from before or what you saw listed on the screen. And then I'm just going to bake this at 375 until it reaches 165. Then I went ahead and cut my potatoes up and placed them on a baking sheet. Season them with what you see on the screen and drizzled them with some bacon fat. And then I put them in my bottom oven on 450 degrees to go ahead and start getting crispy. And as you can see, they're gonna get nice and crispy all around the edges and stuff. And I checked my turkey breast and I'll take that out and let it rest. Drizzle some oil and seasonings onto my asparagus, and then I'm gonna place that in the top oven on 375 to cook for a few minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my turkey gravy. So I'm just going to use those drippings. And then I skimmed off some of that fat from the top, as well as used a little bit of bacon grease. And then I added some flour in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cook that for a few minutes or until it reaches the color that you want. And then I'm going to add in my diced onion and garlic in there. Stir that around, and then once that cooks for a few minutes, I'm just going to add in the rest of that liquid and a little bit of water, and then I'll season it with everything you see on the screen. Then I'm going to go ahead and thinly slice my turkey, and as you can see, when you let it rest and you do it this way, it's super juicy and tender. And there you have it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you try it, let me know.